This is Wen Boucher, the founder of Bliss Finance and the author of The Cash Formula. I help entrepreneurs and consumers to improve their finances based on my 25 years of banking experience. In the previous video, we talked about in order for you to transform your finances, you've got to reset your tactics. We talked about how to really have a mindset of project-based, how to map out holistically where you are financially in terms of the life stage. Where are you and how are you going to tackle that big project? How you're going to do that is taking that whole project and break it down, calendar it, break it down to the point that you know exactly what you're going to do every quarter, every month, every week, and every single day. That way, you are able to measure your success, so you are able to take all those changes incrementally, take you to the next level. We also talk about you have to prepare. You got to prepare how to meet with a lender, because if you don't know what the lender's qualification is going to be, if you don't know what they are looking for, you're just going to shoot yourself in the dark and not understanding what is the game next to be played. We also talk about how to go to annualcreditreport.com and pull in that credit. That way you have it, everything as a baseline, so you can correct any discrepancies on your own. We also talk about how to go about really prepare your financials. How to get yourself ready so before you meet the lender, before you're actually trying to achieve the goal you're looking for, you'll fully prepare financially. All the documentation that's required, you have it ready to go. We also talk about how to go about having the pitch. Pitch your family if you share the finances together. How are you able to take on this project? Reset your tactics together as a team. We talked about how to also pitch the lender. There's always a matching game that you have to make sure that you have the right match. So today we're going to be talking about reset your health. Health is one of the big components of wealth. If you have the right health, you have the right wealth. It is a balancing act. So how do you go about tackling and reset your health? The way to do is you have to know what is the truth. The truth about the basics. We have stayed so far away from the basics. We forget everything is a balancing act in life. We got to have the right amount of air coming in. We got to have the right drinks coming in. We got to have the right nutrients. By nutrients, I mean the right fats, carbohydrates, and also protein. If you have one element that is too excessive, it's going to come back and haunt you. Not now, but maybe years later. There's a lot of fats out there right now. Oh, cutting this, cutting that, don't eat this, don't eat that. But I'm a big proponent. Anything about health is a balancing act. If you don't balance, you're bound to have a problem, and that's where you are going to be required to take medicine. Medicine, to some, is going to be a necessity because of the element or because genetics, whatever it may be. But I'm referring to the medicine for those chronic diseases. Do you know that food is medicine? You can actually use food as a medicine for you to get rid of the hypertension, for you to stay away from the diabetes that you don't need to become. And that is one thing for you to really take an inventory of where you are. Do you understand the basics? Do you know the truth? Yes, we do. But we actually got so influenced by outsider, by the social media, to the point we forget what exactly is the basic. By not eating the processed food, by drinking what's natural, by really stay in tune to the nature. I always laugh and said, just buy something that's going to be rotten. Yeah, something's going to be rotten. If you buy something that's not going to be rotten, that can be keeping the shelf a long time. Stay from that. Stay away from that. Now, treasure. One of the things that in order for us to reset our health, we have to really start treasure our body. I think people forget this body is priceless. You can't even put a price tag on this body. So because we can't put a price tag on it, why are we abusing it? Why are we putting stuff inside that doesn't make it feel good? Why is that we don't listen to our body? Very often, our body is giving that intuition, giving that hunches to tell you, well, you know what? I really need you to rest because you just overworked. You really need to take a break. But guess what? We just keep on going and to the point that our body just said, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm just going to collapse for now because you did not listen to me. That is something that we have to make sure that we start understanding. Treasure and honor our body. I had a friend that hated his job. So for years, he's been going to this job, and every time he walked in this place, he just feels sick. And it's like as soon as he walked in the door, he just doesn't feel well. So he went to the doctor, and the doctor did all sorts of exams. And finally, the doctor said, "You don't have any problem." So the day he left his job, all his physical symptoms, gone. So his body was reminding him, nudging him, telling him, "Get out of this place." But he ignored it. He just let it go. And that was eating him alive internally. So that's one thing that I really want us to really go deep internally. Really analyze ourselves right now. And there's a worksheet right down, and I want really for you to analyze where you are. Really ask yourself the question, when was the last time you listened to your body? Have you really listened to the hunches, what your soul is telling you? Or have you just ignored that, shoveling it, and not think that's important? By understanding, in order for you to reset health, you have to make sure that you set your body signal. Listen to it. You also need to make sure that you treasure simplicity. Life has become so complicated. With social media, we're accessible 24/7. Our brain, it gets so inundated. We're just overwhelmed by all the stimulus. Sometimes we forget, just by quiet our mind, just by slowing down, it's going to make a difference in our health. I myself was a Harvey victim. I lost my home. And after over a year, almost a year, that I was finally moved back, I remember when I walked back and I touched that countertop of my kitchen. Now most people just say, here's the kitchen, they take it for granted. They're there, they cook. But I appreciate so much. And even up to now, today, every time I walk to that kitchen, I just feel that peacefulness, that's just serenity, that happiness, that I have a countertop that I can cook. Because back in my mind, it was just purely empty studs, full of mold. I was the one that should brush down every single stud to treat and spray the special chemical to treat the mold. And now, just the fact that I have a kitchen, just the fact that I'm back home, I'm just feeling so blessed. And as a result, my mind, my health is a different stage because I take things slowly, I enjoy life, and I savor every moment. And that is something that I really want everyone to really stop and smell the roses. You really don't know what that means unless you really stop. Just watch, savor the moment, and look around. And just close your eyes and just say thank you. Thank you whatever I've got. Because when you just have that peacefulness inside and that appreciation, you're going to feel your body at a state. And if you continue this state of mind, you are resetting your health, and you're going to see, you're going to start attracting wealth. Now, the next things, in order for you to reset health, is also about tips. What is the tips about having the right energy? Very often we wake up in the morning, we're like, oh, I need my cup of coffee. I can't even get up. I've got to do this. Oh, I don't feel like working. I don't feel like walking. I don't feel like doing this. Do you know that you can actually generate your energy? Do you know that by really elevate your energy, that's going to set the mode of the day? That is going to really take you to the next level if you have the right mindset. So by understanding what exactly is the energy level, how do you get up? Do you realize how lucky you are that you're able to get out your bed? There are some people that can't even get out of bed. So be appreciative that you can actually walk, you can actually hear, smell, eat, and also feel and think. That is health. So we got to get back to understanding what is our energy level. If you really had to rely on that sugar drink to get you going, that means you're not balanced with the basics. If you really have to rely on that sugary snacks in the afternoon because you just feel groggy in the afternoon because you have the wrong food during lunchtime. So by having the right energy is indicative of the right health, and you can reset that any single time, every single day. you can always hit the pause button and restart. Your body is going to adjust to that. Last not least, the tips to reset your health is right balance. The right balance of your supporting system. The right balance of the friend that's going to elevate you to the next level. The right balance of a career. If you are in this position where you just hated your job, it's time for you to really start setting the goal and really consider a different option, because if you don't enjoy what you do, it is going to eat you alive inside your body like a friend of mine. It's going to affect your health. It's going to affect your wealth, because you would need some medications to be able to overcome that depressions that you needed. Whereas if you're happy with your family life, if you're happy with your friendship, if you're happy with your career, what you do, that itself is almost like a foundation for you to take you to the next level. So I hope this session serves you in terms of understanding to have the right resetting your health. You have to understand the basics. Where are we? What exactly do you need to reset your basics? What can you do to use food as a medicine? What can you treasure? Your body. Make sure that you treasure your body and honor it every single day. And keep the life in the simplicity way. It's going to serve you to the point that's imaginable. The tips: have the right energy every single day. That's all you need to focus on, is have the right energy. If I don't have the right energy, hit pause and reset. And you're going to see your health is going to skyrocket into the optimal level, and you're going to see your wealth is going to start increasing. And last not least is really how to balance. So these are the 3 steps that I've talked about how to transform your finances. The step 1 was how to reset your mind. Step 2 was how to reset the tactics. Step 3 is how to reset your health. In the next video, I'm put all the steps together into what I call the cash formula. I'm looking forward to serve you the next video. Until then, stay unique, be alive, and make an impact.